Hello, Awaken Intuitives. Natalie back, and welcome to any new Awaken Intuitives. Open minds, awaken intuitives, okay? That's very important. That's why the channel is named that. So I welcome all who are awaken intuitives. We are back to do a reading, like I told you in the previous reading, on the Lion Gate portal. And it is on 8/8 of 2022, so August 8th. This is an every year thing. It's going to be very strong. I am going to read you the information on that. And then we're going to do prayer, the singing bowl. And I've got some stones laid out here, as you can tell. So let me start reading you the information that I have. I'm really excited to do this. We're going to start with Aries and work our way all the way till Pisces, okay? So it's gonna be for each sun sign. So go by your sun sign, because everybody knows that, hopefully, right? So I hope you're all doing well, Awaken Intuitives. So let's begin. It's gonna be very, very cool. We still got about a week or so until then, but might as well get this started now, okay? So Lion's Gate portal on 8/8/2022, so that's August 8th. It opens between July 26th, so that was a few days ago, and all the way until August 12th. And what's interesting is that the full moon in August is the 11th. So during that time, we're going to have that full moon, okay? And it's in Aquarius. I'm Aquarius sun. Anyway, so it's during Leo season. Feelings of the effects we can feel before it and after it, of course, like usual. Maybe even up to past couple of months, we could have felt this energy. So every year on 8/8 is a Lion's Gate activation. You may have heard of it. A cosmic alignment, cosmic energy flowing back and forth or between the spiritual and the physical. So we may be feeling that, okay? I've got some resin going for us. 7 archangels and copal, okay? All right, so it's the realms, the spiritual realms, the physical realms. The 8/8 Lion's Gate portal, the sun is in the astrological sign Leo, the lion, and the rising of the star, it's the alignment of the rising of the star Sirius, okay? Pretty cool. As the star Sirius rises in the sky, Orion's belt directly aligns with the Pyramid of Giza. If you've probably heard of this, ancient Egypt. They were big on this. That's why they built the pyramids in the alignment of the Orion belt, okay? From Earth, it appears that Sirius comes closer to Earth, the brightest star we can see in the sky. Sirius is twice the size of our sun and 26 brighter. That's kind of cool. 26 times brighter. This Lion's Gate is a powerful source of light, spiritual light, that is there or available to us during this time. Sirius represents abundance, fertility, harvest, our soul, spiritual embodiment. A time for great manifestation of abundance, prosperity, love. Leo associates with the heart. Leo rules the 5th house. Love. Let's see. When this alignment happens, it's a powerful light that can awaken our DNA, which I'm all about that, and can activate the energy field around us, and is high vibrational frequencies and energies. We're all about that as well. It is a time for us for accelerated forward movement of ascension. I think a lot of us are feeling this ascension, okay? So that's that, all right? But do you know what tomorrow is? Well, this might be uploaded tomorrow. So today for me is the 29th, July 29th. Tomorrow is July 30th, Saturday. It is Rise Up for Children for Human Trafficking. Oh, so the color for that is blue. So if you can wear any blue, wear blue. July 30th, Saturday. This is the Rise Up for Children that are involved with human trafficking, okay? There's an organization that is out of Salt Lake City. They're called Underground Operation Underground Railroad. Okay, Tim Ballard runs this. I will list his YouTube channel in the link in the description below, and I'll post their website as well. There is a Rise Up Get Loud concert in Salt Lake City, Utah, July 30th, Saturday. It's the 3rd annual Rise Up Get Loud concert. So wear blue. Wear blue. That's why I picked out blue. I've got blue eyeshadow. I've got blue on my outfit. I've got my blue kyanite and my opal ring. I've got blue on my chakra bracelet that Crystal Medicine has made me. I'll post her channel in the description below as well. Please check her out. I've got the blue throat chakra, which is amazing. So with this color that they picked for Rise Up Get Loud, for human trafficking the children, they picked blue. Throat chakra, speak up. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. So, also that August 11th full moon is in Aquarius, and Utah time for that is 7:35 p.m. But I'm going to do a reading on that later on, okay? So I've got a couple questions for all of us, each sun signs. We'll do that, and then an oracle message. So I'm excited. This will be timestamped in the comments. So we'll do the prayer, singing bowl, and begin read. And so I wanted to show you, I picked out my pyramid that has blue in it. It's blue goldstone. If you can see it sparkle in there. And then I picked out the blue tiger's eye, which I am obsessed with. It is amazing. I personally can't wear tiger's eye for some reason. It's like too much for my personal energy. That's how it is with certain people's energy. You know, some things are drawn to you, some things like, nope. Not her. Anyway, I've got Angelite. I've got Labradorite, Preston. Check it out. Look how cool. Okay, I've got my blue Andromedan crystal. I don't know if you've ever heard of these, but there's all different colors. And I've got, you know, this may be celestite, as well as this one. I'm pretty sure these are celestite. And then I've got some lapis. I should use my little magnifying glass for you. I've got this blue stone, which I am obsessed with. Crystal Medicine gave me this. I'm not sure what this one is. I need to ask her again. I think, you know what, I think she did tell me, but I might have, I think I wrote it down somewhere. Okay, look how amazing that is. It might have tourmaline in it, I'm not sure. And then I've got blue lace agate. So I had to pick out blue things. I've got my blue stars. Somebody complained about my blue stars. All right, I'm obsessed with the stars. I always have been. Before I started tarot, I was studying astrology. So I've got to have my stars, all right? And they're blue. Like, come on. See? Anyway, let's begin our prayer. But I definitely need to timestamp this. You know, I better not set my house on fire one day. I'm going to be in so much trouble. I'm going to be in so much trouble. Hey, I got renter's insurance. Just kidding. I'm not going to do anything like that. That's crazy. I have way too many personal, sentimental things. My home is so important to me. Almost all my planets are in my 4th house. Home, family. Okay? So it's so important to me. Sorry about all the smoke. Anyway, let's begin the prayer. I've been talking for over 9 minutes. I'm so sorry. Let's do the prayer. Divine source, protectors, ancestors of the light only, archangels, I come to you, we come to you together to do this prayer, to speak to you, to connect to you, to build connections with you, to seek you out and turn to you. I do want to ask that you will guide me through these questions, through this, these astrological signs, through the answers that you give me, to be able to open up my throat chakra and be able to speak clearly. I thank you so much for our abilities and tools, everything that you've provided us with. Really appreciate all of it. I do want to ask that you'll enhance our abilities and tools, so we can gain more clarity and knowledge and wisdom and understanding. I ask that you'll raise our vibrations, our frequencies. For this Lionsgate portal, please help us manifest all good things, all good abundance. And be grateful and appreciative. Please help remind us to be mindful and aware of all the good things, staying positive, because it's so very important. The way we speak, the way we think, the way we believe things. Please help us be mindful and aware of that. I do want to ask that you will protect and guide, keep us all safe, no matter what, our complete inner and outer lives, our loved ones' inner and outer lives, from anything negative, evil, or unholy in any way, shape, or form. I do want to ask archangels that you will surround each of our inner and outer lives with a blanket of each of your light, with abundance, health, positivity, laughter, knowledge, wisdom, clarity, truth, empathy, sympathy, and unconditional love and self-love. It's so important. And thank you so very much for the connections you give us, our protectors, providing us with our protectors, our ancestors of the light. And so be it. All right. Okay, let's do the singing bowl. All right. Here we go. This is to cleanse out any lower vibrations or frequencies and bring in those higher vibrations and frequencies. So we'll ding it twice and sing it. So 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Thank you guys. I gotta move these over. I would set a bunch of things up here, but I don't trust myself. If I bump them off, they'll go flying, and I don't want them to break. All right, so I'm gonna set these back. I just picked them out from right here. I've got more blue stones around, but I just picked them out from right here. So I just need to clean this up for a second. Thanks for your patience, you guys. Seriously, I really appreciate it so much, like so very much. Hey, let's get out our double terminated, right, quartz. Ooh, I love it. All right, beautiful. Okay, let's begin the read. Okay, we're gonna start off with a blessing card. I call these Archangel cards, Archangel Michael cards. I do believe they're called Angel Wisdom. All the decks we use, I will list those in the description below. So if you want to check out any or whatever, that's totally fine. That'll be there for you guys. Okay. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't think so. I don't think so. That's just how I feel. Okay. Source. Divine. Will you give us a blessing for all of us as a general? right now. And before we begin this read, to start this reading off, and yeah, thank you. Oh, perfect. We got adventure. Okay, life is an adventure. Be ready for the unexpected and make the most of all opportunities. The angel wisdom suggests you get out of any habits or ruts in which you are stuck. Do things that are different and face life with a sense of wonder. I love that. If the path ahead seems dark, do as you would if you were exploring a dark place. Ask your angels to light up the way, and then watch for the signs and signals that tell you where and how to go. I love that very, very much. Explore the new with excitement and courage. These magnetic qualities attract money and career openings and add zest to relationships. I can't break that one. The angels are inspiring you to move forward with anticipation, expectancy, and hope. Affirmation: I face the adventure of life eagerly. I love that. It's so very beautiful. There's our blessing card. Okay, we'll set that right here. And let's do one more blessing card. I have to use our Shaman Wisdom Oracle now with my Angel Wisdom cards. Okay, to begin the readings. What Shaman Wisdom Oracle message may you have for us as a general? All of us here, all of us awakened intuitives. Whoop, okay. No way. Oh, that's awesome. We got a stone. It's number 58. It's hematite, masculine foot chakra, and earth. I'll show you my hematite. One of them. See that? Pretty, huh? So I'm going to leave that for us too. Okay, let's get the little booklet. Number 58. Oops. That adds up to 13, which adds up to a 4. Home, family, structure, stability. Okay, good foundation. So it says, masculine foot chakra, black earth. I am hematite. I am the magnetic stone that grounds, balances, stabilizes, and reconnects you to Mother Earth. I am courage and the protection stone of warriors. Us awakened intuitives. Okay. Wow. Your abilities to concentrate are enhanced by my very presence. I amplify the positive aspects of your personality, encouraging optimism and trust. I am the rock of invention and creativity. I bring advantage to legal situations. I am powerful and useful. I am survival. Wow, I love it. That's so good. Maybe I can set this right there. Okay. All right, so we're going to begin with Aries, the first sign of the zodiac wheel. Aries usually it's the ram. It's usually the first house is personality, what we project to others, our personality, okay? But Aries, sun signs, let's timestamp you at 1905. Okay, Aries, let's begin. I'm going to pick out a tarot deck and, ooh. Okay, I've got to do the Herb Crafter's Tarot for you guys. So, Aries, this is what I'm going to ask for you. What transformation will Aries see during this Lion Gate portal? What transformation will Aries see during this or with this Lion's Gate portal? What transformation will Aries see with this Lion's Gate portal? Okay. Oh, wow. You've got 10 of air, which is the 10 of swords, represented by alfalfa. So what transformation? Let's find our guidebook. Oh boy. Is this it? Nope, close. All right, I should have got that out way before. Sorry. Got it. 10 of air. 10 of swords is usually betrayal. 10 swords in the back. So there's a transformation with something with that, okay? It's represented by alfalfa. And so this is with the Lionsgate portal. And 10s, it says for 10s, compost, replenish, rebirth. Awesome. Okay, so let's read this for you. Compost your plants and allow new ideas to sprout. Breaking down new leads to renewed fertility. Breaking down leads to renewed fertility. Let your studies lie fallow. Replenish and begin again. A large field of alfalfa thrives in an abandoned lot. A small ladybug munches on aphids. Tall walnut trees stand guard over the lawn. A scythe dangerously sticks up in the air over the field of alfalfa. Renewal follows release. You may have reached your limit. Alfalfa is planted to restore worn out, degraded, and fallow land. Rest and plenish so your experience can take flight. Take a break and spend time in reflection to refresh your love of learning. Ooh. Alfalfa is among the oldest of healing foods. You have the wisdom of ancients within you. Sift through your knowledge and let go of the pieces that do not resonate. Do not be afraid to use a scythe on what you have grown. Alfalfa adds nutrients into the soil as it breaks down. What you leave behind enriches new growth. Crafting with the 10 of air. Grow alfalfa sprouts in a countertop jar. Eat them and wait for new ideas to sprout within. Plant a garden of renewal. Journal about what is broken down in your life. Plant your pages in a small pot beneath the seeds of the nourishing herb. Enjoy tea from this plant as it grows. Use alfalfa in magical practice for good fortune and prosperity, or to encourage recuperation. Fortune and prosperity. How well does that go with this Lionsgate portal? Aries, that's awesome. That's so good. Okay, so now let's get another tarot deck. And I've got one more question for you guys. This is going to be for everybody. It's going to be the same questions for everybody. All right, so the next question, Aries. Will Aries bring what will Aries bring into their lives from this Lionsgate portal? So, Aries, what will you bring into your lives from this Lionsgate portal? All right. What will Aries bring into their lives with this Lionsgate portal, please? Gosh, even with that, it's renewal. So what will Aries bring into their lives with this Lionsgate portal, please? Will you have just one pop out, please? Just one? Maybe that was it. What will Aries bring into their lives with this Lionsgate portal, please? Ooh, right on top. I get a little excited, okay? We've got 3 of inspiration, which is the 3 of wands. This is taking action to make plans, new plans. So, replenishing, renewal, rebirth, and new plans. It can be embarking and trading. Wands is a fire energy, like you, Aries. It's passion and taking action. So let's find the 3 of inspiration, which is the 3 of wands. So this is what you're going to bring into your life with this Lionsgate portal. Oh, I love it already, Aries. Making progress, waiting for things to click into place, expansion of ideas, business opportunities, dreams on the horizon, clear ambitions and goals, a sign that good things are coming, divinely implemented pauses, prompt, fragments of performance, alignment. She has lofty goals and giant dreams, and sometimes when she dreams this big, it can take some shifting to get things to line up. This space between the first steps taken and seeing dreams realized can feel frustratingly vast, and the 3 of inspiration knows that she must trust that things are happening in the background, even when she cannot see them. She has been at this doorway before, manifesting and waiting, and she has learned that staying true to her vision is the key. She reminds you to continue to do that work while actively seeking the signs that your radiant future is on the way. Enjoy this natural interval, being careful not to get derailed by doubt, even if you're experiencing delays. That's hard to do sometimes. Watch for the warm winds to move your pieces into formation, and know that it's totally okay to wait for dreams to arrive after you've taken the initial steps to make them happen. Have faith. Their arrival is imminent. The dominoes of joy I seek is infectious. Happy things. I wait for mine while at the sea with all the songs she brings. Aries. Any genders, whatever, like male, female, whatever, okay? Amazing. So now, oracle message. So we're going to pick out, let's do the Divine Animal Oracle. Let's see what animal you get. And what oracle message do you have for Aries for forward movement? This is beautiful so far. What oracle message do you have for Aries for forward movement? For forward movement for Aries. What message? Right on top again. What'd you get? Oh my gosh. You got Sacred Ibis Learning. Number 22, that adds up to 4. More solid foundations. Good structure. Home, family. Okay? That's amazing. This is your forward movement. Could be within the home. With that 4. Oh my gosh, here we go. Learning. Okay, the getting of wisdom takes time, so be patient with your learning and delve deeper. Continual learning is a keystone to growth. You will succeed in your exams or study. Okay, guys, my mom's an Aries, and she's just barely doing more testing for work that they just required. Okay. Oh my gosh. While everyone has a source of wisdom within them, not everyone chooses to exercise it. If you cast magic, do it with full knowledge of consequences. Okay, let's read the magic of the Sacred Ibis. The Sacred Ibis was a revered creature in ancient Egypt. Yeah, that's right. Ibis. Okay, what did we just talk about with this Sirius star? Rising in the sky and the Orion's belt with ancient Egypt and the pyramids of Giza. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. That's perfect. Okay. Thoth, the god of wisdom and learning, so honored as a gift to Thoth, they were given full mummification and bred especially for this purpose. According to historical accounts from figures such as Aristotle and Strabo, ibises could be found in the streets of the cities, including Alexandria. Ibis magic inspires us to be curious and to learn more about the world. If we are students of any kind or wish to know a subject more deeply, we can call upon this energy. Thoth teaches us that while we can seek counseling from others, often our best and first port of call is actually ourselves. Symbology: man with an ibis head, lunar disc, book of knowledge, Egyptian alphabet, status of least concern. Aries, this is your forward movement, learning, growth. That's beautiful. So now we're going to move on to Taurus. I can't see that. 29. Wow. Okay, Taurus, second sign of the zodiac wheel. Let's get Tarot of Dreams. Awesome. Hi, Taurus. Sun signs. Taurus is the bull, okay? Second sign of the zodiac wheel. Oh, come on. All right, Taurus. What transformation will Taurus see with this Lionsgate portal? What transformation will Taurus see during this Lionsgate portal, please? Wow. You got the Hermit. This is Virgo energy. Another earth sign, because Taurus is an earth sign. Virgo's an earth sign. Amazing. Okay, what transformation will Taurus see? So this is inner wisdom, inner light, pulling back, meditating. It could be an old soul. It could be home. So let me read that for you, Taurus. Wow. That's huge. That's huge. And the Hermit is number 9. The 9th house is spirituality, faith, higher learning. Okay, look how beautiful. So what transformation will Taurus see during this Lionsgate portal? It says self-imposed isolation and seclusion, separating oneself from a situation to gain perspective, meditation and self-examination, seclusion as a form of escapism. At this point in the sequence, the Fool realizes, okay, we're not going to read. You know, maybe we should. Okay, it's all right. We'll probably get a ton of information. At this point in the sequence, the Fool realizes that there are so many voices clamoring inside his head, but he needs to halt this journey and sort out the confusion. And so he finds a place where he can focus on his inner explorations undisturbed. At its most basic level, the Hermit means isolation, usually self-imposed. Even the most gregarious among us need some downtime to recharge their social batteries. Then there are those who are introspective by nature, and for them, this card is more an illustration of their essential being. This card has some superficial similarities to both the Priestess and Faith cards. All three cards show an individual who is alone and who is searching for enlightenment. The kinds of enlightenment they search for, however, differ. The Priestess ritualistically opens herself up to receive input from the subconscious. The figure on the Faith card endeavors to place his or her observations into a moral framework, whether religious, spiritual, or ethical, and to find some guiding principle or ultimate truth to believe in. The Hermit, on the other hand, is engaged in a strictly rational, empirical activity. He is contemplating his own actions, thoughts, and feelings. In an effort to gain wisdom, he isolates himself in order to gain perspective on his situation. The isolation is usually more effective when it requires some effort to achieve it, and thus on the card we see that the Hermit must have gone to some trouble to attain his position. On the card, a bearded man in robes sits on a rocky promontory. His long beard suggests that he has been sitting there a long, long time. His white robes signify the purity of his attention as he focuses in on his own psyche. Significantly, the rock he sits on juts out over a deep valley, symbolizing that while he probes his own mind with a surgeon's skill and focus, he also holds himself apart from it, unlike the Priestess who submerges herself in it. Okay. The Hermit's lantern is a wand topped with a radiant jewel. The jewel represents the illuminating power of the conscious mind. With this lantern, the Hermit brings light to the shadowy corners of his mind and penetrates its mysteries. As with all the cards, the energy shown on the Hermit can be overdone. When one finds oneself using seclusion or meditation as an escape rather than exploration, then it is time to use our Hermit energy too. This is good. There we go. Oh, I hate when I grab the cloth. To discover why we're behaving this way, this card should be a tool to help us on the road of life, but it's not the end of the road. Hebrew letter Yod means hand. The Hermit has left behind devices and tools and instead relies wholly on himself to reach his goal. Just as there have been actual hermits who forsake the use of man-made tools and rely only on their hand for survival. Astrology, Virgo is a sign of careful, deliberate, and prudent thought in action. All right, Taurus. Wow. Okay, good, good. Let's now do the easy tarot. Such a tiny deck for such a big book. Okay. All right, Taurus. What will Taurus bring into their lives from this Lionsgate portal? So, what will Taurus bring into their lives with this Lionsgate portal? All right. What will Taurus bring into their lives with this Lionsgate portal? The Hangman, a new perspective. Okay, a whole new perspective. That's awesome. Okay, yes, so good. So the Hangman is a whole new perspective, looking at things differently, and sacrifice, limbo. Let's find the Hanging Man and read that for you. So it's going to be a whole new perspective. That's what it's going to bring in for you. Okay, Taurus, here we go. A man hangs suspended by one leg, his other at an angle to his knee in a triangular fashion. His expression is one of peace and calm. He does not show suffering or anguish. We can see that this man could easily release himself from the chains around his ankle. Were he so inclined, so his position appears to be by choice. This card is often likened to the story of the god Odin, who hung himself from the tree of life for 9 days, and as a result, 9 days, that's funny because that Hermit is the 9th major arcana card, okay? So it goes perfectly together. Tree of life for 9 days, and as a result achieved enlightenment. And that goes so well with the Hermit. Oh my gosh. Okay. In many different cultures, including Native American cultures and the Eastern religions, it was commonplace for people to voluntarily place themselves in a difficult situation, fasting or undergoing some form of physical deprivation in order to achieve deeper spiritual awareness and enlightenment. Wow. The interpretation: life may seem to be in a period of suspension, but this offers the opportunity to look at matters from a different and fresh perspective, which will bring a possible solution through better understanding. This card can indicate self-sacrifice. Sometimes we need to let go of something in the shorter term to gain something considered far more beneficial in the longer term. It can represent delayed gratification, which is also a form of self-sacrifice. The Hanging Man card, despite its appearance, is not one to be feared. Remember, the figure is in a voluntary position. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, I love it. Okay. Now, Oracle message. Let's see. Let's do the Hummingbird Wisdom Oracle. Okay. So, Taurus, what Oracle message do you have for Taurus for forward movement? What Oracle message do you have for Taurus for forward movement during this Lionsgate portal? Feathers from heaven. Taurus, if you're finding feathers, you may start finding feathers if you're not. There are going to be messages from your ancestors, possible family that have crossed over, angels, your protectors, messages from the heavens. So it's feathers from the heavens. Watch for feathers. You may already be finding them. Gentle messages of love and support are drifting your way from loved ones and angels. Oh, that's awesome. So this is for forward movement. They're helping you move forward, Taurus. That's amazing. Let's find feathers. Ooh, ooh. There's a lot of F's in here. Feathers from heaven. Okay. Hopefully you can see that good. Gentle messages of love and support from loved ones and angels are drifting your way. In some ancient cultures, a hummingbird was believed to have the ability to fly between realms, assessing wisdom from the higher planes. This is that freaking Lionsgate portal. Remember? Spirituality, physicality, between realms. Perfect. Assessing wisdom from the higher planes, where spirits, angels, guides, and other divine beings of light reside. Hummingbird delivers this card to you from beyond, alerting you that indeed your loved ones on the other side are sending a heavenly hug your way and letting you know that they are by your side. If you are in need of extra support right now, know that your loved ones are working behind the scenes, pulling strings on your behalf. Please don't worry, they say, for they can see far beyond your limited perspective. Look at that. Whole new perspective. Look at that. Okay? Wow. And assure you that everything is unfolding in your favor and for the highest good of all involved. This card is also confirming that the feathers or birds that have been showing up or that will cross your path in coming days are signs from above. The angels, beings of light who assist and guide you from the higher realms, love to play with feathers as well. This card reminds you to call on your angels to help with anything big or small, then release your request like a feather in the wind, trusting and knowing that your prayers have been answered. Hummingbird wants you to know that there is no great trick or mystery to communicating with your loved ones and angels. Your pure intention and heartfelt desire are all that is needed. Then be open, willing, and attentive to receive their messages, which can come in many forms. From signs like feathers, butterflies, and pennies to number sequences, songs, feelings, dreams, and more. Finally, if you'd like to accompany a hummingbird on his travels to other realms, simply ask. He's happy to safely guide you while you meditate, journey, or dream, and to assist you in clear, joyous connections with your loved ones and angels. Affirmation: I know that I am watched over by my deceased loved ones and angels, and I gratefully receive their messages and support now. Oh, that's so good. So good, Taurus. Oh my gosh. That is so good. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's do Gemini. That was 40-35, okay? Gemini, third sign of the zodiac wheel. They're the twins, okay? Gemini is an air sign. So let's get you a tarot deck. Let's pick one out. Let's do the Millennium Thoth. Okay, Taurus. What transformation will Taurus see with this Lion's Gate portal? Good shuffle first. I have a dad that's a Gemini and a brother that's a Gemini. So what transformation will Gemini see during this Lion's Gate portal, please? What transformation will Gemini see? Ooh, Two of Cups. Ooh, okay. So what transformation will Gemini see during this Lion's Gate portal? You got Two Cups, two energies mixing well. It's probably you and your higher self. This is a mixing well card relationship. Two energies. It could be you and somebody else. It could be you and your higher self. So this is amazing during this Lion's Gate portal. Let's find the Two of Cups for you. Wow, so good. Okay, Gemini, here we go. This is the transformation you will be seeing during this Lion's Gate portal. Two dolphins, one gold and one silver, jump out from the green waters to meet beneath a pink lotus flower. They represent the union of two sexes coming together. Water pours down from the petals, flowing into two golden cups, floating on top of the water. A moon appears in the background. The symbols for Venus and Cancer appear on the left and top of the moon. Left and right of the moon, sorry. Blend opposing elements together. Capacity for love and union with others. Harmony and peace. That's amazing. That is so amazing. Wow. Okay, let's get another tarot deck. Ooh. Let's do the little tiny one. So the next question is, what will Gemini bring into their lives from this Lion's Gate portal? What will Gemini bring into their lives from this Lion's Gate portal? What will Gemini bring into their lives from this Lion's Gate portal? Oh! You went from the Two Cups to the Three Cups, Gemini. Okay, so the Three of Cups is celebration. It can be hanging out, getting together, get-togethers, partying, three energies mingling. Oh, this is awesome. So this is what you're going to bring into your life. And my brother, that's Gemini, sun, I could so see this like so much right now. Okay, here it is, and it says, friendship, joy, and bounty. The Three of Cups is a lovely card. It foresees you in the company of amazing friends, creating memories together that you'll forever hold dear. These are not any old friends. They are people with whom you feel a rare connection. With them, you feel truly yourself. Enjoy each minute of their company. This card can also indicate an upcoming celebration. Love abounds. Awesome. This is what you're going to bring into your life. Oh, that's so cool. So cool, okay? All right, so now let's see what your oracle message is. Ooh, let's do the conscious spirit. Sorry, I had to think there. Conscious spirit. Where's the little booklet? Where is it? Nope, not that one. Oh, come on. It's a little tiny one too. Oh, there it is. It's not too tiny. Conscious Spirit Oracle. What oracle message do you have for Gemini for forward movement? Thank you. Message for Gemini for forward movement with this Lionsgate portal. Ooh. You've got heart chakra. It's green here, okay? Number 17, that adds up to 8, which is changes, transformations, rebirths. It says, I love myself and others unconditionally and nurture loving relationships. Remember that 3 of Cups? That's awesome. Your heart chakra might be healing. Forward movement with your heart chakra, unconditional love for yourself and others. Oh, this is so good. Okay, Gemini, here we go. Forward movement. I love myself and others unconditionally and nurture loving relationships. The heart chakra is linked to air, love, and self-acceptance. Its name is Anhata and means unstruck. The colors associated with it are green and pink, and it is situated in the center of the chest. This card has appeared to ask you to look at all the relationships in your life, including the relationship you have with yourself. Only by loving yourself and unconditionally accepting your own truth can you show genuine love to others. Get to know and communicate with your inner self. Be kind and gentle with yourself. Understand where your insecurities come from. Learn to accept yourself for who you truly are and do the same for others. Do not judge or criticize them. Put yourself in their shoes to understand their situation. We are all different and yet not so different. By showing empathy for others, you will find common ground with them. You do not have to agree with everything everyone says. Simply allow them their point of view. By allowing love and understanding to be the basis of all dealings you have with people, you will find that others will be more tolerant and understanding of who you are, and you will be able to build loving, lasting relationships. How freaking perfect. Gemini, that's freaking incredible. That is amazing. Amazing. I hope you enjoyed that. I loved it. Cancer, let's see. 47, 45. No, 35. Oops. 47, 35. Cancer, happy birthday. My son's was on the 21st. He just turned 10. My fiance's was on the 15th, and he just turned 35. So, wow. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay. Let's start off with a tarot deck, and let's ask for you guys. Let's do the light seers. Okay, question for Cancer. What transformation will Cancer be seeing? Cancer is the 4th sign of zodiac wheel. I'm so sorry. It's 4th house, home, family, structure, stability. Anyway, it's represented by the crab, not this lobster here that they put on there. I was so bummed about that. Okay, Cancer, the crab. What transformation will Cancer see with this Lionsgate portal coming up? Awesome. Oh boy. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the transformation is like letting go, okay? So 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles is holding on too tightly, holding back. So it's letting go of this. This is a transformation. So let's read you the 4 of Pentacles meaning in here, okay? So this is the transformation you will see during this Lionsgate portal, okay? So it says stability, savings, success, generosity, accepting your worth, being in flow with the universe, feelings of gratitude, helping others in times of need. You're building your life coin by coin, and you've reached a moment of stability. Getting here signifies an interval when you can rest, reevaluate, and take stock. Likely, you are being reminded to double-check those foundations and to save some money for a rainy day. How do you feel about your finances? Continue forward your goal without over-focusing on your possessions, and let go of any jealousy derived from another person's position in life. Negative feelings around abundance will breed energy blockages big enough to hold back even the most magical of trajectories. This is the transformation. This is awesome. Okay, the tighter you try to hold on to things, the more you block yourself from stepping into the flow of wealth and happiness. If a scarcity mindset is haunting your actions, ask yourself if you are looking down on others based on how much money they have or don't have. Actively save and give in the world and focus on feeling excited and expansive. I live an abundant life and I have more than I need. Awesome. So good, so good. All right, I want to use the I dropped the entire deck except these. But look what came up! The sun! Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Cancer, what are you doing to me? Cancer. This is so my son, or my fiance too. You stinkers. Okay, Cancer. Let's try this again. What will Cancer bring into their lives from this Lionsgate portal? What will they bring into their lives with this Lionsgate portal, please? Death. So a whole rebirth. Amazing. Death is represented by Scorpio. It is death, rebirth, changes, transformation. So new beginnings. A rebirth. That's amazing. This is what you're going to bring into your life. So let's get the book. Oh, yeah. Almost there. Maybe. Come on. Yes. All right. This is what you're going to bring into your life, okay, Cancer? Here we go. Callie does her fluid dance. She sings a tune that marks the end. Something painful in life is about to come to an end. The death card symbolizes the death of any horrid situations or trying times that may be affecting the whatever. Okay, it also heralds a time of change that will be experienced shortly after the end. Major changes lie ahead. In a situation, this card symbolizes the end of any projects, relationships, or dialogue that Encore has entered. The end has come for the situation because it has finally reached its lifespan. One has to remember that nothing lasts forever. Images and symbolism, okay? The skull, the black lotus, and the scythe are all icons associated with death. Kali is the goddess of death in Hindu traditions. Okay, there we go. Rebirth, transformation, changes, new seeds planting. It's good. More growth, okay? So let's pull you an oracle message. And let's do, I really want to do the Sacred Earth Oracle. Oh, this one's amazing. Okay, what oracle message do you have for, hair. Not hair, not hair, sorry, Cancer. Okay, out of the way, please. What oracle message do you have for Cancer for forward movement? Well, there it is. Wow, that was weird. That was so weird. Okay, it says specialization. It looks like, okay, what I get, oh my gosh, I see a triangle. Great Pyramid of Giza. They're aligned for the Orion's Belt. I just had my pyramid out in the very beginning. I've got 3 here. Oh, look. See the triangle on my necklace? Okay. Wow. Amazing. This reminds me of manifesting. Being able to manifest. Being able to create. Look at the butterflies. Transformation. The growth of all these flowers. Specialization. I'll hold it up for you. And let's read it. Look at the beautiful colors, Cancer. This is what this is what is the forward movement you're gonna be seeing with this Lionsgate portal. Okay, the earthly meaning says, know what you want and do what works. Refine your abilities. Transfer a skill set from one environment to another. Do not underplay what you are capable of. Give up the idea that you must be good at everything. Narrow your interests and build on your existing strengths to conserve output and increase your value. A creative response to change will see you flourish. Spiritual meaning. There is a higher purpose to everything, but currently it is not clear. Something in your life is changing and it is unsettling. Soon the pieces of the puzzle will start falling into place and you'll begin to find meaning in it. For now, trust in the refinement process. Hone your ability for love and development, your capacity for compassion. As taints fall away, the truth becomes clear. Insight. The Galapagos Islands are home to at least 13 different species of finch. Some eat seeds, some eat flowers, some eat insects. Some are ground dwellers, some live on cactus and others in trees. One species uses cactus spines or splinters as tools to dig prey out of the holes. The difference between the finches are slight but important. Their specializations mean they are not competing for food, habitat, or nesting places. It was Darwin's realization that these different species had a single ancestor that inspired his principle of natural selection. This principle is often misunderstood as survival of the fittest, implying that life is granted to the strong or the dominant. Strength might be an edge in certain environments, but color, size, shape, song, or diet are just a few examples of how a specialization can give a species a better chance. Adapting to an environment isn't about asserting dominance or losing your sense of self. Wow. Oh my gosh. And honing a polishing skill or behavior towards a certain task, goal, or industry helps you endure changes. Through specialization, you can step outside of competition and create new ways for yourself and others to flourish. That goes incredibly so well together. Cancer. Oh my gosh, that's so good. So good. Good stuff. Okay? All right. Now we are moving on to Leo. 56. I'll do 56. 45. Okay, Leo. Fifth sign of the zodiac, Leo. The lion. This Lionsgate portal for Leos. All right. Huge manifestation for you guys. You're probably feeling this like crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's pick out a tarot deck for you. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. I'm like giggly today. I do know what I'm doing. Okay. Maybe half the time. Maybe. I'm just kidding. Call. You have to be so serious. I'm really just kidding. Okay, let's do the Tarot of the Divine. I call it the Divine Tarot, okay? Leo, what transform... I need to make sure this still plays. There we go. It's healing mind, body, and soul. Okay. It got paused, so did my words. Okay. What transformation will Leo see with this Lionsgate portal? What transformation will Leo see during this Lionsgate portal, please? Woo! Okay, the first one I'll pick. All right, what transformation will Leo see during this Lionsgate portal? King of Wands. Okay, this is a fire sign. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Okay. This is passion, action. King of Wands is taking action. The transformation you will be seeing is taking action, possibly a new action, very determined, action-oriented. This is represented by the... Ooh, wait, no. I don't think that's the phoenix. Let me pull them up. I don't think it's a phoenix. I think it's a different type of bird. Oh. Okay, this is the transformation you're going to be seeing. It's like a peacock, and his feathers are on fire. It's like, wow. Okay. Oh, it is the phoenix. It is a phoenix rising up from the ashes. Leo. Oh, my gosh. East Asia, East Asian mythology. The King of Wands is a symbol of strength. The legend of the phoenix spans many cultures, but in all of them, the firebird represents nobility, rebirth, strength, and loyalty, honesty, passion, leadership, charm, and flexibility. That's the transformation you're going to be seeing during this Lionsgate portal. That's amazing. It is in your sign, in your, yeah. Wow, amazing. Okay, let's get another tarot deck. And let's use the Tarot of the Moon Garden. And we're going to ask, what will Leo bring into their lives from this Lionsgate portal? So what will you bring into your lives from this Lionsgate portal, Leo? Is that it? Nope. There's a couple there. Okay. Give me one, please. What will Leo bring into their lives from this Lionsgate portal? There it is. No way. No way. From a whole different deck, we got the Queen of Staffs, which is the Queen of Wands now. You just had the King of Wands. Now you have the Queen of Wands. Wow. That is so amazing. She's confident. You're going to bring confidence in. You may get self-recognition. Totally confident. Reclaim your power. You take action. It's like more and more strength and passion. Aww. This is your what you're going to bring into your life. Wow. Leo. That's amazing. Here we go. All right, so it says, a sympathetic and understanding person, friendly, loving, chaste, practical, charm and grace, gracious hostess, sincere interest in others. You're going to be getting like reclaiming your power, taking action, getting self-recognition. That's amazing. Wow, amazing. Let's get you an oracle message. Let's do the Enchanted Map Oracle. I just gotta find the guidebook. There it is. Okay, so what oracle message do you have for Leo for forward movement? What oracle message do you have for Leo for forward movement with this Lionsgate portal, please? Sad Embrace, number 45. That adds up to a 9. 9 is like a wish heard to the universe. It is, oh, that is amazing. A wish heard to the universe. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's read that out of the guidebook. It says sad embrace. It's like she's been frozen. So now it's like you're going to have this forward movement. A wish heard to the universe. Your wish is going to be coming in. Let's read what else it says though. And it says, loss is a part of life. Let go and allow time to heal you. Yeah, let go, okay? Embrace things. You may be entering into a period where loss is a theme. Perhaps you're having to let go of a long cherished dream. If so, take heart, for this ending may have been for your highest good. A better and more powerful dream will be realized in your life if you can accept the loss. Relationships based on faulty foundations are meant to end at this time. Disappointment is a form of perception. If your expectations weren't met, a sense of loss arises. Along with sadness and grief, express these emotions. Tears are like healing rain that can restore life to a parched inner landscape. Growth is always assured. Whatever the loss, however great it is, let go and experience your feelings so that you may soon see what beauty lies ahead. Okay, Leo? All my love. All of it. Okay. Woo! Virgo. Virgo. Okay, Virgo. I have a double Virgo daughter. She's going to be 6 soon. So your birthdays should be coming up pretty soon. I better move that over there for now. Let's get you a tarot deck ready. Magical Nordic Tarot. Okay, Virgos. What transformation will Virgos see? Whoa. Oh, I hate when I grab the cloth. Dang it. What transformation will Virgo be seeing with this Lionsgate portal, please? What transformation will they see during this Lionsgate portal for Virgos? Oh my gosh. What transformation are Virgos going to see during this Lionsgate portal? You have the Ace of Pentacles. On here it says luck. Ace of Pentacles is beginning to plant that new seed and to grow everything abundant that you want. It's like you're accomplished. You're beginning to really like plant those seeds to accomplish. It could be financial, material, possessions, happiness. That's amazing. Let's read that out of the guidebook. This is the transformation you're going to be seeing, Virgos. It says keywords: prosperity, ideas, growth, ambition. Of course, growth for us all, right? It says the Ace of Pentacles is a card of new beginnings, divine intervention, and luck. The gods of good fortune are blessing you right now as wonderful opportunities to boost your finances coming your way. Ooh, unexpected gifts, windfalls, and bonuses are all possible, and those looking for work could get their dream job too. Profitable deals and prestigious clients can be expected for new and existing businesses, while any applications for loans, mortgages, or home purchases are likely to be signed, sealed, and approved. This card can also predict a new relationship or an exciting phase in an existing one. Virgo, that is freaking awesome. That is so awesome. Good stuff. So now, let's do the Herb Crafter's Tarot and ask, what will Virgos bring into their lives from this Lionsgate portal? So what will Virgos bring into your lives from this Lionsgate portal? Man, oh man, this cloth, I love it, but man. Okay, okay, I'll take the top. What will you Virgos bring into your life from this Lionsgate portal? Did I get the book? I did, okay. You've got the Madre of Earth, which is the Mother of Pentacles. Doesn't that go so well with your Ace of Pentacles? It's represented by creosote bush. The Mother of Pentacles is the most abundant queen. She will turn down a lowball offer. She's like set. She is accomplished. She is she's respected. Wow. Mothers are love, nourishment, guidance. So, there we go. Creosote bush, be a garden of the wild places. This is what you're going to be bringing into your life for Virgos. I didn't say Leo, did I? Virgo? Okay. Build circles of women, share the medicine. A woman travels deep into a canyon surrounded by the shrub plants of the Sonoran Desert. A large dancing rock towers before her. A flat mesa sturdy behind it. Before collecting medicine, she makes an offering to the land. She raises a clay bowl full of creosote flowers to the sun and sings a song of gratitude. The Madre of Earth provides for herself and her community. Like the creosote bush, she creates many remedies. She honors the land as she gathers medicine. She's in good health and inspires others to the same with her grounded daily rituals. She knows creosote bush thrives in depleted soil where other plants cannot. She too is considered a survivor because of her ability to grow strong. Wow, that's so good. Virgo. As a true guardian of the place, she learns from Creosote, the mother of all plants, how to enhance the lives of generations beyond her lifetime. She steadily supports her people as well as the animals and plants of the region. Embrace her quiet nature. It is the foundation of grace. Crafting with the Madre of Earth. Empower future generations. Lead a medicine walk with your community. Protect wild spaces. Make an offering to the land in the form of a mandala. Share the medicine. Make creosote salve and give it away to everyone. Virgo. That goes so perfectly with that Ace of Pentacles. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Let's get you an oracle message. Oh my gosh. So amazing. What oracle message do you have for our Virgos for forward movement? Wow. so good. What message do you have for our Virgos for forward movement with this Lionsgate portal, please? Okay, that just came right out. And it says, you're ready. It says, you're ready, Virgos. Yeah, totally. Oh my God. You're ready. All your past experiences have led up to this moment. You've studied and grown spiritually in many ways. There's nothing more to do. You're ready to move forward and to embrace the person you know in your heart you are meant to be. Just like that Ace of Pentacles and just like that Madre of Earth, that Mother of Pentacles. Okay? Virgos, the world is anxiously awaiting the contributions. No way. Those two cards right there. Wow. That's amazing. The world is anxiously awaiting the contributions that following your life purpose will provide. You may have to put yourself first in this situation. It's time to do what is right for you. Oh my gosh, Virgos. That's so freaking beautiful. I love it. Virgo, amazing. Okay, Libra time. Libra. Okay, Libra is the seventh sign of the zodiac wheel. Sorry, I didn't say the sign number of the sign for Virgos last time, so sorry, Virgos. Anyway, so Libra rules the 7th house, relationships, but Libra is the 7th sign of the zodiac wheel. Okay, Libra is represented by the scales. I have a Libra rising, so that would represent my personality, what I project to others. But anyway, Libra sun signs. Okay, let's pick out a tarot deck for you. Ooh, let's do. I want to do the Muse. Okay. Okay, Libra. What transformation will Libra see from... I'm going to actually move these stones now. Okay. What transformation will Libra see with this Lionsgate portal, please? Okay. Dang it. All the smoke went out. All the lights went out. Sorry. Okay, what transformation will Libra see during this Lionsgate portal? Wow. That's huge. That's absolutely huge. We just got Temperance. That's Sagittarius energy. Temperance is number 14. That adds up to 5, which is changes. It can be challenges. Oh my gosh. So the transformation you'll see. Temperance is angel guidance. Archangel Michael. Angel guidance in any way. Celebration. Mixing of cups. Look at that. Let me read that for you first. Wow. Incredible. That's huge. This is the transformation you'll see. Libra. Temperance. Harmony. Balance. The middle path. Avoiding excess. Blending energies and ideas. Alchemy. Finding purpose. The Goldilocks zone. Meaningful encounters. Turning a life lesson into spiritual gold. Patience and healing. Measured moderation. The gods took equal parts fast and slow, equal parts material and spiritual, and equal parts she and he. And they mixed them in their lotus cauldron as they stirred to life the muse of temperance. They needed this balance and malleability in the world, for her voice of reason would bring them together in a beautiful blend of oneness. Temperance doesn't jump to excess. She doesn't rely on the dark or the full moon. Instead, she's a mosaic of parts, and she melts it all together in a way that spins the best of the best into one. She weaves purpose and harmony into the lives of others, and her greatest alchemical gift is the treasure of healing. She reminds you to turn despair into a gift of patience. and blend the need to thrive with the need to enjoy. When you walk the middle path that is available to you, what areas find greater balance? I am the divine weaver of duality. I hold you, I am essence, and our evolution of becoming is rooted with the mixing. That's amazing. Freaking amazing. Okay, Libra. Wow. That was so freaking good. That's just a transformation you're going to be seeing with this Lionsgate portal. So now, what will Libra bring into their life with this Lionsgate portal? What will Libra bring into their life from this Lionsgate portal? Six of Swords. Moving out of troubled waters, moving to more calmer ground, and it possibly could be travel. You could be bringing travel into your life. It could be also spiritual type travel. Yeah, it could possibly be astral travel, some travel, moving out of troubled waters, moving to more calmer ground. So this is what you are going to be bringing into your life with this Lionsgate portal. Let's read that. Okay, 6 swords point inwards. The tips of their blades appear flat, for a red gem covers them. Each hilt has a different hue. A pink-colored rose appears under the swords. Beneath this is the universal hexagram, a thelema, symbol for life everlasting. More facets of sacred geometry also appear in the background. The symbols for Mercury and Aquarius. That's funny. I told you I was a Libra rising and I have an Aquarius sun, right? Okay, appear on top and bottom of the card. Direct your intellect to a point. Understand and appreciate the scientific branches of knowledge. Have an adaptable spirit. This is what you're going to bring into your life with this Lionsgate portal. All right, let's pick an oracle deck. Ooh, which one? Okay, let's do the Starseed Oracle. This was one of my very first oracle decks. Libra, what oracle message do you have for Libra for forward movement? What oracle message do you have for Libra for forward movement with this Lionsgate portal? Child of the Cosmos. Wow. And it says, the intelligence of the universe relies within you. Forward movement. Amazing. It's like even more downloads. Amazing. Even more downloads, Libra. Okay, there's a mysterious force that governs all life. An intelligence that tells flowers when to bloom and the tides and seasons when to come and go. That intelligence is within you too. It was there before you drew your first breath, and it will be there well beyond your last. It's a part of you that's informed every cell what to do when you were in your mother's womb. It's harder to resist this force than it is to surrender to it. Because Earth is a planet of polarity and free will, it's easy to forget that this intelligence exists within us. So often we become disconnected from this pulse of life and fall into the pattern of believing that we're separate, or feeling that we need to go in it alone. We can feel isolated and as if we need to figure things out for ourselves, to rely on our own strength. You're being called to remember the intelligence that's within each and every one of your cells. To remember that you're a precious child of a loving, gentle universe. That you have access to all of the intelligence, wisdom, strength, flow, and qualities there are, ever were, are, and or will be. And to remember that if flowers know exactly when and how to bloom, then you do too. Oh my gosh! The Starseed Soul Inquiry says, how can you surrender more deeply to the intelligent flow of life? There's your forward movement, Libra. Oh, I love it. I've got a Libra brother, sister-in-law Libra. One of my besties is a freaking Libra as well. Wow. Amazing, Libra. Okay, so I gotta move on to Scorpio now. Okay, Scorpio, here we go. The 8th sign of the zodiac wheel, represented by the Scorpion. So, oh, you know what? Shoot. I need to put some more resin on there because I don't have any smoke for you. You know what? I think the coal's out, so I don't even know if it's gonna work. Oh shoot, it's working, but I'm making a huge mess. There we go. Sorry, Scorpios. All right. Okay, I just need a second, Scorpio, and I'll pick out your tarot deck. Okay, I've got the Easy Tarot. Okay, Scorpio. Whew. Okay, so what transformation will Scorpio see with this Lionsgate portal? What transformation will Scorpio be seeing with this Lionsgate portal, please? Okay. That flipped over and it flipped back. Strength! Wow! Okay, strength is Leo energy, fire, passion, action. Transformation is strength here for you during this Lionsgate portal. And this Lionsgate portal is in the Leo season. It's Leo, lion, right? Wow. Okay, and this is courage. Transformation is courage, strength, taming the beast, the lion and the lamb. Let's read you the strength card. This is awesome. This is what you're going to be. This is the transformation for you. It's just amazing. Strength. Oh, I think it's in the very back of the book. Oh, shoot. Where is everything? What? Okay, I'm like, why can't I find any of the major arcanas? Okay, they were kind of in the back. Okay, oh, you know what? The strength card is number 8 of the major arcana. Ever flow, ever flowing. That's amazing. How perfect is that for you, Scorpios? You're getting more strength, this transformation. A beautiful maiden, her head bedecked in jewels, wears an expression of grace and purpose as she strides forward. She represents a pure expression of our female qualities. The lion is considered to be the king of the jungle and a potent symbol of male energy, yet the gentle maiden appears to have him tamed. He walks beside her, held merely by a loose chain around his neck, which she handles lightly. It would appear that she has subdued the lion, not with brute force, but with gentleness. The lion is an expression of our inner strength, but controlled and manifested with the more gentle feminine qualities of our nature. Interpretation. Feminine qualities such as patience and diplomacy, as opposed to aggression, combined with courage, will achieve the required results and bring success. The Strength card reveals that you have a reserve of inner strength that provides you with more power than you realize. This can be expressed through quiet determination. This card can symbolize feminine charms to which men succumb, so it is particularly strong in a women's reading regarding relationships. That is so amazing, Scorpio. That is the coolest. Seriously, the freaking coolest ever. All right, let's do the Tarot of Dreams for you for our next question. Okay, what will Scorpio bring into their lives with this Lionsgate portal? What will Scorpio bring into their lives with this Lionsgate portal, please? Let's see, that is 7 of coins. So that is 7 of pentacles. It's planting seeds to grow everything that you want, everything you can harvest later on. Wow, and usually coins, pentacles is tangible, financial, possessions possibly. It still can be happiness. That's beautiful. I gotta put that back and let's read you that. This is what you're gonna be bringing into your life. my gosh. Amazing. Okay, 7 of Coins. Patience, evaluation. Something you have nurtured can now grow on its own. This card is about the virtue of patience, i.e. waiting until the right moment before taking action. The woman in the picture has undergone the dynamic and exciting creative process to show in the previous Coins cards, and now prepared to harvest the fruit of her labor, but is waiting until the perfect moment of ripeness. Often the proper timing can make all the difference in our endeavors. It's awesome. The card could also indicate that you have nurtured something and it has now grown to the point where it no longer requires your constant attention. Now you can sit back and watch it grow. Alternatively, the woman could be seen at a crossroads evaluating the situation to determine what her next move will be. Will she pick the fruit? Will she fertilize the tree? Will she cut the tree down and plant something else? She stares out of the card at us as if asking, what would you do? The woman's companion sits in her lap, eager to help her harvest. Astrology, Saturn in Taurus. Taurus wishes to immediately enjoy the sensual experience of eating the fruit, but Saturn cautions patience and self-discipline. This is what you're going to be bringing into your life with this Lionsgate portal. Wow. Let's now pull you an oracle message. Let's do Melanie Beckler. I still need to finish coloring these. I'm getting there. Okay, Scorpio, what oracle message do you have for Scorpios for forward movement with this Lionsgate portal? Wow. Light codes, it says. Wow. Forward movement, light codes. It's like you might just be going to be getting downloads. It says tune into the light, remember your truth, initiation. Look at that, initiation. Forward movement. That's amazing, Scorpio. How beautiful. It's so cool. It is amazing. How cool. Okay. Wowzers. Okay, I need to write down Sagittarius. I don't know. There it is. Okay. Sagittarius. 128.05. Okay, Sagittarius. I have a Sagittarius moon. Fire sign. Rules of 9th house. 9th house is spirituality, faith, higher learning. Okay, let's pick out a tarot deck for you. Let's do Tarot of the Divine. Okay, where is it? There it is. Okay, Sagittarius. What transformation will Sagittarius see with this Lionsgate portal? What transformation will Sagittarius see with this Lionsgate portal, please? Page of Wands. Okay, so what transformation will Sagittarius be seeing with this Lionsgate portal? You have the Page of Wands. Something new, possibly an offer to take a new action. Wands is passion. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, fire. Okay, fire sign, just like you, Sagittarius. So this is possibly an offer, a message, or something new to take an action. Okay, this is the transformation you will be seeing with this Lionsgate portal. So it says Mundo, Republic of the Congo. Nyanga mythology, it says that the Page of Wands represents a childlike optimism and carefree rebellion. For Mundo, every situation is made fun by a swish of his magical fly swatter. He makes many enemies, but just as many friends who help him in his journey. Playfulness, charisma, discovery, a rogue, and enthusiasm. All right, that's the transformation. Let's get another tarot deck. For our next question. Tarot of a Moon Garden. Okay, what will Sagittarius bring into their life from this Lionsgate portal? With this Lionsgate portal. What will Sagittarius bring into their life? Oh, 8 of Cups. Walking away from anything that's not serving you anymore. Wow. Walking away from anything that is not serving you any longer. 8 of Cups. That's what you're going to be bringing into your life from this Lionsgate portal. Let's find the cups. There we go. And this says, discontinuance of effort, disappointment, abandonment of previous plans, shyness, modesty, abandoned success. But this is just walking away from anything that doesn't serve you any longer, Sagittarius. I could feel that. And with my Sagittarius moon is feelings and emotions for me. But there you go. That's amazing stuff right there. Being able to walk away from anything that doesn't serve you anymore is powerful. That's like self-love, and self-acceptance. So that is amazing stuff. And let's get you an oracle message. We're going to do Beyond Lemuria, one of my favorite oracle decks, sorry. Not tarot, oracle. All right. Okay. What oracle message do you have for Sagittarius for forward movement? What oracle message do you have for Sagittarius for forward movement from this Lionsgate portal, please? Coming up. Whoop! Wow. Oh my gosh. Beyond the mind. Number 20 it says, and it can be a 2 as well. So what forward movement are you going to get from this Lionsgate portal? Beyond the mind. It's like your crown chakra might be opening up. And this is the time to manifest and download, connect to the spiritual realm, and combine the two, the spiritual and the physical realm. And number 20 or 2 can be finances, material things, and possessions. So let's find this in the book and read it. And this is just amazing. Oh, here we go. This is what your forward movement is going to be. And it says, thinking with the heart, being present, heart and mind connection. Look at that, heart and mind. So mind, body, heart, soul, all of it, right? Okay. The bliss of being, quieting the monkey mind, fathoming the unfathomable, finding happiness within, going beyond intellectual limitation. The mind is a wonderful tool for moving us through the logical elements of life so we can function in the world. However, its endless chatter, self-doubt, limiting stories, and subconscious programs can also keep us in our suffering. One of the fundamental problems with mind chatter is that it takes us out of the present moment. As soon as we are in the past or future, we can no longer be our most empowered in the present. Wow. When we are stuck in the past or worrying about our future, we are not in command of our now. All we are doing is draining our energy and removing ourselves from the beauty of this incredible moment where anything is possible. That is not to say we shouldn't plan for the future or honor the past. This message is about bringing our awareness to the present. We are naturally wired to be everywhere but the present moment. Just as we would exercise to keep our body fit and healthy, it is useful to practice being here and now. Learning to find our inner spaces of peace and silence, regardless of external circumstances, is one of the greatest gifts we can cultivate for ourselves. Oops. Much of Western culture and society pivots on a mind-based paradigm. This has served us in getting from A to B in a very linear way. But it is not holistic, and the cracks are starting to show. We learned that logic is always the right approach. However, more and more people are feeling unfulfilled, unhappy, and anxious, even though we're living more comfortably and with fewer threats. What can we do about this? The answer is learning to just be, even just for 10 minutes of your day. There are many techniques to help you to quieten the mind. Find the ones that work for you, and as your internal world becomes more peaceful, conscious, and empowered and meaningful, so too will your external world. They are interconnected. True bliss is experienced completely and utterly in the present moment. In essence, it is a feeling we spend so much of our life seeking. Ironically, we have access to this feeling always, without external stimulants or concepts. Allow everything to drop away so you are present. It's like that walking away for you guys, remember? Wow. It can take some work, but presence and bliss are totally within your grasp. Commodity-driven society tells us we need to seek things outside of ourselves to feel safe and happy. This thinking keeps us out of the magic. The enlightened soul knows there is so much more. The divinatory meaning. Take a step outside your mind-based concerns or limitations. Looking at things in an overly logical way will hinder you and obstruct access to your superpowers. You may be transfixed by a past experience. The past may be running you and making your mind spin so you cannot see what is really in front of you. Consider what your heart and your gut are telling you. Step back and clear your mind. Meditate in your own way. Contemplate what the situation at hand would feel like if you released all fears and worries. Are these concerns even yours? There you go. There you go, Sagittarius. For my moon, feelings and emotions, that's like perfect. Seriously, because I can get in my own past feelings of situations I've had, or relationships, or how I felt in those previous moments. And sometimes I fixate on those and worry about those, and I don't want those things to happen again because it made me feel this way, things like that. So I always have to work on that. So there you go, Sagittarius. That is beautiful. That's what you're going to be having with forward movement with this Lionsgate portal. That's amazing. Okay. Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. Capricorn. I have most of my planets in Capricorn, except my sun, my moon, my rising. It's crazy. So I have a lot of Capricorn in me. Okay, Capricorn is the 10th sign of the zodiac wheel. Okay, represented by the what is it? Not the ram, not the bull. Capricorn, tell me. Oh crap, I can't remember. Okay, let's get a tarot deck for you. I'll think of it when I freaking finish this. I bet you anything silly. Whatever. All right, so we're gonna do the Revelations Tarot, and we're gonna ask for Capricorn, what transformation will Capricorns see with this Lionsgate portal? One more good shuffle. What transformation will Capricorn see with this Lionsgate portal, please? Wow. Okay, you got Queen of Swords. That's amazing. Queen of Swords is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. The Queen of Swords, she sees the truth. She will cut out nonsense. Okay, this is a transformation you'll be seeing from this Lionsgate portal. So it's going to be about truth and balance. She's all about truth. She's all about justice. So let's find you the Queen of Swords for your transformation that you'll be seeing. Okay, this is so cool too. She is stunning, charming, and cool. Her head rolls over her heart as she prides herself in her logic and mental abilities. The Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords embodies a lady who is charming, intelligent, logical, and perceptive. She deals with situations with her head first before her heart. In social settings, she can be cool, quick-witted, stunning, and brilliant. Her intelligence will radiate from her, drawing listeners and followers wherever she goes. This card advises using logic, cool wit, and perception to deal with difficult situations. In relationships, it urges exploring the romancing of the mind instead of her heart. Clever games, mentally stimulating activities, and conversation would be encouraged. Okay, Capricorn. So transformation, more truth and balance. Okay, let's get another tarot deck for our next question. I'm almost done. I got 2 left after this, and it's pretty much over. Thanks for your patience. All right, so what will Capricorn bring into their life from this Lionsgate portal? What will they bring into their life from this Lionsgate, with this Lionsgate portal? 1, please. What will Capricorns bring into their life with this Lionsgate portal coming up? The World. Wow, the World. The World Cosmos, it says. The World is number 21 out of the major arcana. Or it can up to 3, right? So communication, transportation, journeys. So what you're going to be bringing into your life from this Lionsgate portal, the World is completion, fulfillment, endings and new beginnings. It can be travel as well. So let's read that out of the guidebook. Wow, that's so good. Oh, come on, where are ya? Oh, I kept it up here. The World Cosmos. Okay. Yeah. This is what you're going to be bringing into your life. Completion, success, attainment, celebration, full circle joy, ending of a cycle, ascension, tying up loose ends, travel plans, a reminder to follow through, vibrational attainment. And it also says she remembers the little girl she used to be, jumping off the cliff and into these unknown waters of divine magic. And now she lives here, totally at home in this ocean of creation. And she rises out of her vast universe with the world in her hands, and everything is coming to completion. All of the energy is culminating into exciting new endings of success and joy. She smiles because the closure of fruition is sweet. You've made it. Celebrate. The cycle ends, the circle closes. She asks you to enjoy this coming chapter and to witness your success that is on the way. Soon you will prepare to be the fool once more, poised for another new ocean of possibility. But first, a moment to breathe and to enjoy your accomplishments. You deserve the success. In wholeness rise now, bright above. The cusp of joy surrounds, sweet full circle of paths fulfilled. Ascendant skips and bounds. Capricorn. Oh, so awesome. That is so good. Oh. All right, let's get you an oracle deck. Let's do the Crystal Mandala. And might as well get the book out while I'm at it. The Crystal Mandala, Capricorns. What oracle message do you have for Capricorns for forward movement from this Lionsgate portal? What oracle message do you have for Capricorns for forward movement from this Lionsgate portal coming up, please? For forward movement. Try that again. Ooh. All right, forward movement. Goddess Rhiannon, and Amazonite. Where is it? Okay. Ooh. I think this one's lepidolite. My Amazonite might be put away, but it looks just like that. Okay. All right. Anyway, so it says number 47. Oh, isn't that 11? It is. Oh, you got a divine number. That's a divine number. So it says Goddess Rhiannon, an Amazonite. You can wear Amazonite if you want to. This is for your forward movement, and it says integrity. I love that. Crystal Goddesses 888. Let's find this in the guidebook. Here we go, Capricorn, Goddess Rhiannon, and Amazonite, integrity. We bring you the empowerment of integrity. Integrity is a harmony between intention, word, and action. It is a discipline of love that creates inner security, confidence, and self-esteem. This is so good. This is so good. Integrity allows you to choose what promises you make according to the reasons that have been meaning for you. It empowers you to make decisions that feel authentic and honor your values. It allows you to say no without guilt or shame because you are not willing to compromise who you are to make another comfortable. As you honor your words and actions, doing what you say you will do, when you say you will do it, you grow power and respect within. You can express your integrity absolutely, and yet with kindness and compassion. Integrity is a gift that will bring you a powerful place of peace of mind, and loving self-respect. Forward movement, Capricorn. So amazing. That's beautiful, Capricorn. That is so good. I love it. All right. Moving on to the next zodiac sign, Aquarius. This is me. Let's see, 146.15. Okay, Aquarius. I'm Aquarius sun as well, so hello, fellow Aquarians. 11th sign of the zodiac wheel. The 11th house is hopes, wishes, friends, and community. Aquarius is the water bearer, represented by the water bearer. So let's pick you out a tarot deck. Okay, I got the light seers, Aquarius. All right. What transformation will Aquarius see during or with this Lionsgate portal coming up? What transformation, here we go, I'm curious. What transformation will Aquarians see during or with this Lionsgate portal? With this Lionsgate portal. And we've got, oh my gosh, 8 of Swords. It's the transformation of, okay, so this 8 of Swords is mental imprisonment, feeling blindfolded about making decisions, feeling tied up. So this transformation from this, like letting go of it, just letting go of it. Feeling stuck, a time to open your eyes to unveil the truth. Having more options than you thought, an opportunity to let go of an old story. This is a gentle reminder that you create your reality. Look beyond the veil of illusion that your current limitations are projecting. If you are feeling trapped with no path forward, remember that this too is a perspective that can be lifted. When you choose sovereignty over victimhood, you become the fierce wielder of choice. You can free yourself from your shackles and shift your outcome dramatically by accepting that you are the one person who is responsible for your happiness. Create infinite portals of possibility by becoming the solution. We are never really stuck. Nurture your soul and spend the time you need to transmute any feelings of helplessness. While we can't control every experience that is put on our path, we can definitely work on how we respond to each one. Let go of old stories and be vigilant of any wallowing, low vibe thoughts that you have may be holding on to. Reframe your experiences as lessons and choose to heal. I am free to choose my healing and my light. Fellow Aquarians, I totally can resonate with that. I've got a lot of past things that I've felt like I haven't let go of because of the way it made me feel in the past. It hurt, you know, and so I can definitely relate to that. Wow, it's just incredible. Let's do the magical Nordic tarot for our next question. What will Aquarians bring into their lives with this Lionsgate portal? Oh, you know what? I didn't think of that. The Aquarius is the exact opposite of Leo, of the zodiac wheel, in this Lionsgate portal. Leo, okay? So this is like maybe a struggle, opposition. Okay, so what will Aquarians bring into their lives from this Lionsgate portal? What will they bring into their lives from this Lionsgate portal? Okay, we've got King of Swords. Amazing. Truth, balance. It could be karma. It could be law. It could be structure, knowledge, truth. Okay, this is what we're going to be bringing into our lives from this Lionsgate portal. So it says knowledge, direction, honesty, stubbornness. The King of Swords rules the mind and intellect, confident, powerful, and a force to be reckoned with. He is fiercely protective of the people he loves, but he can seem ruthless, cold, or heartless to those who cross him. And he's aware is Gemini, Libra energy. Sorry. And so is the swords. That's funny. Anyway, led by his head rather than heart, he often represents a person you respect, such as a parent, partner, or boss, who will shape your future in some way. In a reading, he can predict a new love interest at work or romance with a doctor, lawyer, or military figure. He can also signify the need for logic to overrule emotion in both love and work. With this Eight of Swords, it was saying in the reading, he can predict... Sorry. Led by his head rather than his heart, remember, he often represents a person you respect. So head, then rather than head, rule with the heart. Intuition, things like that. So let's get an oracle message, and let's do light, Gateway of Light Activation by Kyle Gray. What oracle message do you have for Aquarians for forward movement? And that King of Swords is like being honest with ourselves, like totally. Okay. Yeah. Come here. All right. Thanks, honey. All right. Almost done. All right. So what oracle message do you have for our Aquarians for forward movement, please, with this Lionsgate portal? Lemurian seed codes. Lemurian seed codes. If you watch the very beginning, I had my Andara, and no, it's my Andromedan Andara crystal. But Lemurians are also light beings as well, like the Andromedans. Okay, let me put this back. All right, and it also says embracing sensitivity. This is our forward movement. Uniqueness. Embrace our uniqueness and living with grace. Oh, and have grace for ourselves. Let's find the Lemurian seed codes. Oh. Where is it? I swear I'm going right between it. Yep, I did. Okay. Embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, living with grace. Lemuria was a civilization that was in the middle of the Pacific Ocean in ancient times. The inhabitants of the sacred land lived in complete harmony with nature and had a connection with every living being, similar to the movie Avatar. I've had dreams of being on a planet that looked just like Avatar. I'm not kidding. I've had a few of these dreams. So you may have had some of these as well, Aquarians, okay? Or maybe a past life in Lemuria, okay? Connections. So their inner vision was fully activated to the point where it is thought that their pineal gland was fully developed and they could see for hundreds of miles in every direction in a similar way to the sonar of dolphins and whales. The majority operated from their heart space, honoring one another in nature, so much so that when their civilization came to an end through a cataclysmic event, most likely the plates of earth shifting causing volcanic eruptions and a tsunami, most of them ascended. It is said that, and this is what this Lionsgate portal is about, it's ascension. Oh my gosh. Okay, it is said that these highly attuned beings knew that their civilization would end and decided to send healing waves into another part of the world for future civilizations to benefit from. They telepathically channeled their frequencies into a thought form that would become crystals that would be found thousands, possibly millions of years later. These Lemurian seeds are a type of quartz crystal mostly found in Brazil and Colombia. They are powerful crystals with striations similar to barcodes engraved on their faces. They have a feminine, receptive energy that is said to help us step into a more feminine way of being in order to help the evolution of the species. How to connect. Visualize yourself on an island surrounded by pale blue waters. I've had a dream just like this, seriously. Just like this. It was like white, soft sand and crystal clear blue waters. Amazing. Okay? Living in harmony with all living beings. If you own a Lemurian seed crystal, hold it in your left hand. Call out to the ancient ones of Lemuria and invite them to share their wisdom. You can freaking find a picture online of a Lemurian crystal and look at it and connect with it. Maybe put your hand on the screen, you know, or something like that, okay? Your message. You are a highly sensitive being. You might feel that this is a curse, but this card is here to help let you know that it is a gift. It indicates that you have spent lifetimes upon lifetimes living with giant shield up to stop the world seeing the real you. Wow. Wow. I'm breaking my walls down slowly. But you are a highly unique soul with incredible gifts that are worth sharing. Through embracing your uniqueness, you can help many others embrace their own. This lifetime is a more graceful existence with less defense and more trust. It's not about protecting yourself, but stepping into the space of surrender and really revealing your true self. Incredible. Incredible. All right, Aquarians. So good. All right, last one. We're moving into Pisces. So, okay. All right, Pisces. Last zodiac sign. Pisces is the 12th zodiac sign, represented by the 2 fish. And this is going to be our last zodiac sign that we're going to be doing. So let me pick out a tarot deck. Let's do the Wild Unknown Pocket Tarot first. Okay, Pisces. What transformation will Pisces see with this Lionsgate portal? What transformation will Pisces see with this Lionsgate portal, please? Oh, okay. We've got 3 of Wands. The transformation. 3 of Wands is taking an action to make plans. It can be embarking and trading. It's like, oh my gosh, it's like stepping into this other realm, this other portal. Lionsgate portal. Oh my gosh, awesome, awesome. Okay, let's find this and read it out of the book. This is the transformation Pisces will be seeing during this Lionsgate portal. It says, envisioning the future. Yep, oh my gosh. The 3 of Wands indicates you've had continued support from others, perhaps from your parents or 2 good friends. With their help, you've formed a sense of self and of your values and morals. But now it's time to rely on yourself for guidance. Clarify your goals and cast others' needs and opinions aside. The future is infinite and it is yours. No one else can see through its layers of light and shadow. That is so good. That is so good. Clarify your goals and cast others' needs and opinions aside. Really, really good. Okay, let's get another tarot deck. And we will ask another question. All right. Okay. What will Pisces bring into their life from this Lionsgate portal? Pisces is a water sign. Okay, so what will Pisces bring into their life from this Lionsgate portal? Okay, what are you going to bring into your life from this Lionsgate portal? Pisces. 4 of Cups. Oh, what are you going to bring into your life? 4 of Cups. Cups is water, Pisces. okay? Feelings and emotions. It's like this overpour of feelings and emotions from this lotus flower. This lotus flower blossomed, and now it's pouring into each cup. 4 cups. Okay, I want to read this out of the guidebook, definitely. Okay, this is what you're going to be bringing into your life from this Lionsgate portal. It says, a red lotus pours water down upon 4 golden cups. 2 of the cups are stacked on flat red lotus flowers. 2 are standing on the clear waters below. The water appears slightly agitated. The symbols for moon and Cancer appear to the left and right of the lotus. A lack of desire in your surroundings. Step away from what you're doing to contemplate, allowing distractions to overpower you. So you're going to be bringing in this change of lack of desire, of others' needs and wants, changing that. So you may struggle with this Lionsgate portal a little bit. It may be a little bit challenging for sure, but it's definitely about change and growth. So let's get you an oracle message and find out what that is, and let's do this divine animal oracle. Get the book so that's ready to go. Okay. All right. So for Pisces, what oracle message do you have for Pisces for forward movement, please? For forward movement, please. Okay. I might pull you one more. Okay, we have Meerkat Responsibility. Okay, and it's number 16. That adds up to 7. It can be relationships, romantic partners, marriage. So this is going to be the forward movement for you with this Lionsgate portal, okay? So let's read this for you. The Meerkat Responsibility, okay? So take responsibility for how everything affects you, your own thoughts, other people's opinions and needs and wants, right? Okay. So do you take responsibility seriously, or is it easier to blame others or outside influences? There should be a balance between responsibility for others and yourself. Someone may not be honoring their word. Developing altruism is important. Teaching others the skills you have mastered is a highly honorable act. The mythos of the meerkat. The Bantu tribe of Africa tell of how the meerkats were responsible for assigning color to the animals around them. The meerkats had the power to give color and camouflage to all creatures that wanted it. But to get a coat of color, the animal had to kill a buck eland and bring it whole to the meerkat community. The hyena thought he would love a coat of color and killed a buck. As he was dragging it to the meerkats, he was overcome by the delicious smell of the meat and couldn't resist eating all but the bones. The hyena gave the meerkats the bones and expected to receive his new coat. The meerkats painted his body but in ugly shapes and colors, punishing the hyena for his disrespect. The chief meerkat told him, "If anyone does not keep his word with me, I will do the same for him." The leopard also wanted a colored coat and went out to kill an eland. The buck was a fine one, and the leopard brought it to the meerkats, unskinned and untouched. "Lay down," said the chief meerkat, and he and the other meerkats painted the leopard beautifully. "He could keep his word with me. I will do the same for him." The animal. There are very few people who aren't enraptured by the cuteness of a community of meerkats and their antics, for they are one of the most entertaining of animals to observe. Meerkats belong to the mongoose family, and various species are found in the desert areas of Namibia, Botswana, South Africa, and Angola. They have binocular or front-facing vision, which is extremely beneficial. They have highly mobile hands with claws for digging for prey and burrows. They have a striped coat on the backside and a unique section of hairlessness on their undersides that reveals their black skin. They stand up on their muscular hind legs to expose this patch to the sun to warm them when it becomes cold. Meerkats live in highly social colonies in which they demonstrate altruistic behaviors such as minding each other's babies, teaching young meerkats hunting and survival skills, and of course the very famous upright sentry behavior of a meerkat, acting as a guard or watcher to warn others of danger. The sentry often finds the highest position to oversee their environment, such as rocks or termite mounds, but this can also include humans. There are meerkat communities that are inhabited to people and who do climb humans occasionally for a better vantage point. That's cute. Magic of the meerkat. Meerkat magic is all about altruism and responsibility. Such small but fierce creatures watch out for each other and work as a community to educate and protect. Call upon the energy and magic of meerkats when you need help with yourself or someone else to hold their word or to fulfill their responsibilities. Meerkat energy is also valuable in facilitating teams in difficult situations. Symbology: standing on top of rocks, altruism, teaching, status of least concern of the meerkat. Well, Pisces, let's pull you one last card. It's going to be a positive affirmation card, okay? Can I get a positive affirmation card for Pisces, please? One positive affirmation card for Pisces. Here we go. It says, I dwell in possibility. Say it, say over and over and over again. I dwell in possibility. There you go. Okay, Pisces? Oh my gosh. That is it, you guys. We finished the wheel. Look at that. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this resonated with you guys. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, or just comment and let me know if it resonated. If you haven't seen anything yet, it may be coming because this is on August 8th, this Lionsgate portal, but we may starting to feel these effects. I know I've been. Okay, so thank you guys so much for being here. I will be back to do a reading on the full moon, which is August 11th, and it's going to be in Aquarius. So there we go. So again, thank you so much. Let me glow, let you glow, and big hugs, love and light, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. All right, bye.